Welcome everyone, happy snowy Saturday to you, and we are diving right into Erodium 2 Grand Arena. A little recap from round 1. We finally won a Grand Arena, and let's see what we did on our defense here real quickly, and he didn't even want to bother going up against the one, the only, the DK. Talk about DK, we got a new border here, but today we are going against BrocJohn. BrocJohn is over here looking a little bit scary, looking over here around 12.5 million galactic power. He's got a handful of galactic legends, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 galactic legends. And then as we dive on down here, let's check into who else he's got. We got Bane Scroll, Grand Inquisitor, Omicron's Dark Side Ray. Oh, sorry, didn't see that Riva there because of my new face cam border. Riva only with 1 Omicron's. As we pan on over to Bo-Katan Mandalorian, we got Darth Bane. Man, this is, of course, another stacked roster that we're going up against here. I don't think I need to go too much deeper. Great Mothers, Starkiller, yep, you know the dealio. He's got it all. As for the ships, though, we caught someone who's lacking on their fleets. He's got Profundity over here at 5 stars. That can't be happening. Executor, but no Leviathan. So, let's see what BrocJohn was able to do to our side here. Let's see if he dropped any battles at all. Oh, my fleet made him punish. That allows me to make a couple mistakes, but you know what? We're not planning to make any mistakes because we're going to dive into this defense. We're going to analyze it and figure out what's the best way to approach this. Let me move myself out of the way. We're going to look at Queen Amidala. We got Rey. And we got Malgus. No, I like going against those Rey teams. Hopefully my Kylo Ren and my Unaligned Force users don't start dancing or farming on the screen again. We have a flawless fleet here. But, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We got Lord Vader with the Darth Vader Datacron. That is scary. That's really scary. We got Riva. It's just scary in general. And then we got the Jabba the Hutt with the Cad Bane Datacron here. Let's just go over this Datacron because I believe my guild has been requiring us to set this on defense. Whenever a dark side ally evade, that ally gains accuracy up, evasion down in 2 turns. Bonus support enemy stun, gain speed up, offense at the end of the turn can be evaded. The first Cad Bane goes down below 100%, recover 100% health, protection, and gain 100% turn meter. I think I can get my Great Mother's good Datacron there, and we don't have an issue with that, but let's start with that team. Why don't we dive right on into that? Alright, we got the Jabba the Hutt team here going against our Great Mothers here, which I have put on a pretty strong Datacron with a lot of armor pen to get through this Chrysanthemum. He has a strong taunt, really preventing me to just sort of go through this team as quickly as I should. But again, that's how these Galactic Legends work. So, as we dive in here, our goal is to take out Chrysanthemum, who I do have doomed on, but I will not be able to get around his taunt. So, as they're just going to keep getting crazy turn meter from Cad Bane, guy in the back over here, we got to make sure these thermal detonators are getting a little bit strong. They're going to get a contract here. Once they get a lot more hits, that sort of make them a lot stronger. And that's the quick up summary version of it. So we need to make a quick haste of this Jabba the Hutt team, or else we are going to be in trouble. They're going to get it any second here. They're going to get that contract, and they are going to get damage immunity, and it's going to be a lot harder. Alright, we just got to at least take out Chrysanthemum the first time here, and we got to try to get Leia out. This Leia is throwing all those thermal detonator bombs. Yeah, okay, they got contract now. We are in trouble. This is going to be just them calling to assist crazy. And if you notice here, he does have damage immunity, so we are stuck until he gets a turn, or if we dispel those buffs. But this is not going good. We are very lucky that miss. We had a lot of dodges there. Alright. We got to pull it together here as we are starting to stack thermal detonators. 23 See, now they got these bounty contracts. They're able to just keep on punishing, calling to assist. We were not able to get rid of that taunt here. So we are just going to keep doing nothing to Chrysanthemum, and he is just going to be a unit. All right, who is he getting rid of? Great Mothers. That is the worst outcome we could have had happen. All right, well, we're going to put this one on auto, see if we can get anything else to happen, but we unfortunately dropped this battle because of this Datacron, and now that is going to hurt. That is not going to be good from us going on here and forward. So, we got to come up with a second game plan here, but we are just going to forfeit this one. Great start, everyone. Great start. Going into our second battle here, let's go with the more favorable team that I absolutely love. It is going to be our Kylo Ren team. If you do notice, I only brought in 4 of them because we got to start underman these teams, or else I'm not going to have enough banners to win this thing. So, we're going to go in short-handed here. For all you hockey players that know that term. If you don't, that's when you have one less player. So, as we proceed with this battle, we are going to slowly stack up our Kylo Ren siphoning. We're going to call him to assist, and he's going to be pretty much our main damage dealer, as he just slowly has to keep on stacking. Rey here will be doing a lot of damage in the background, so she also does help with moving things along faster, but right now, we're not too worried. Let's try to shock everyone one more time here. That's going to be a lot of damage. Get them all 1 HP. Take care of this Darth Vader guy, because that Datacron, when he starts going, I know if you've seen the last videos, he hits for like 200,000 health, goes right through your protection, and makes your team pretty much an Ewok. Take it personally, you Ewok fans. Those guys suck. So, as we keep on chipping away here, he's going to use his ultimate, or not, and we might be able to kill him a little bit faster because he did not use his ultimate. Oh, alright, he's stacking. If you know one thing in any video game, stacking is greater than skill, so we got to eventually just keep brute forcing our way through the Lord Vader himself. Alright, we are tickling him. Rey should do some big damage, 200,000 damage, and we collect 73 banners. We finally won a battle. Alright, let's get rid of this bottom wall here, see what else they got, and let's dive into the next battle. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a treat for you. We have Boba Fett with a maxed out armor pen Datacron here, going against the Jabba the Hutt team that I just failed against. Let's see if this works out. We are going to come in here with a little ability block. Going to get our taunt up over here on Bosk. Get some weakness out. Let's see if we can do a little stun. Did not get a stun there. Let's call to assist some players here. I saw this counter here, and I'm like, I have this team. Let me give it a little shot here. So we're trying it out here together for the first time. I think the big damage dealer is going to be Boba Fett. But, I mean, this Datacron does apply for Zam and Dengar, but looks like it's doing pretty well so far. Let's get our taunt back up here on Bosk, so they're going after him. We're not able to get our contract up, but I don't see the other team getting their contract at all. Let's see if we can get a little execute here on Bush. And we did just absolutely execute her. This is going very smoothly. Alright. Boba Fett got his, or Jabba got his turn, and jeez, I can't even talk. This is Boba Fett's just executing everyone. This is awesome. Alright, let's just dig out the sides and now work on the tank, and wow. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, we just learned a new counter. We have the Boba Fett Datacron taking out Jabba the Hutt with a level 9 Cad Bane Datacron. Alright, wow. This learning as from my mistakes. If I didn't make that mistake, you guys would have never known this counter work. So, if you got this Boba Fett Datacron here, abuse it. This thing's strong. I know mine does have a lot of armor pen here, if you guys want to look over, 105%. But this is just flawless. Should use that the first time. I'll take that into consideration for our next Grand Arena. But now, we collect 45 banners onto Reva. Alright, we're going to try our Treya versus Reva. Reva is a very strong character, but I did bring Darth Vader's Datacron in here, which allows him to hit like a truck. So as long as that death mark. Oh, shit. Alright, sorry for cussing. Darth Vader's going to get a turn here. Let's start by AoEing Third Sister. Get some good damage. Let's go after the Medic first, which is going to be 7th. Take care of that. Take care of 5th. Take care of the Grand Inquisitor. And let's get an attack over here on the 8th. Let's do another AoE. Got the 5th brother out here. Alright, that worked out pretty well for his first turn. We got Deathmark over here on Savage. He's the tank. This is not good. This is really bad. Alright. Alright. We have to kill both them in this turn because he does not have a lot of health. Let's start by doing an AoE. Let's hurl lightsaber. And then auto. Alright. We need an Annihilate coming from Nihilus or Darth Vader killer right here. Alright. This is one more turn. Auto attack. Alright. She's ability blocking everything. This is coming down right to the wire. 2 turns she ability blocks for her. Still stuck behind the ability block. Alright, we have an opportunity here. As long as she does not attack Nihilus. We get the Annihilate. Bang. Bang. That was close. That was... I definitely do not recommend that team. That did not work out at all. But we won. Let's go check out the back wall. Holy smokes. That could have been bad. That could have been bad there. We could have dropped 2 battles, but we did not. Alright. What do we got here? We have Geonosians with a very strong Datacron. What do we got? Armor Pen. I really wish I saved that last Treya team for them. And we have Great Mothers with no Omicron with the Night Sisters and then regular Tuskens. So I can use Jabba on these guys, most like or Wampa, and clean up that. But that does allow me to just go in 110% on this top wall here. I'll let you guys see it one more time. And let's dive into this Rey battle. Let's dive into it. You know who we're bringing. We're bringing in the man himself, Taron Malicos against Rey. This team does get beat up pretty good, but I did bring a very strong Datacron that allows us to stay alive. And here we go. We're getting right into it. We're going in with the 3 big booms from Taron Malicos. Absolutely one-shotting Ezra Bridger. That's amazing. As we chip away over here on Ben Solo. Let's see. If he gets to half health here, he gets damage immunity. So if we can kill him before he gets to half health, like one-shot him. Oh, never mind. Rey just ulted. So that means we can't do any damage. We're just doing 1 damage. So we just got to make sure everyone stays alive. We got some damage immunity spread out. Let's just basic. No need to waste a heal. Everyone's full health. Let's get some more damage immunity out here on the weakest ally. Perfect. And we survived. Beautiful. So let's not go after Ben. Let's save Taron for attacking Ben. Let's try and just absolutely destroy him. Oh, see, we almost killed him before we got the damage immunity. But let's try and take out. Let's take out Rey. Let's see. I don't think we're going to be able to because of Ben. We did. We absolutely just did. Alright, so they're both stuck under damage immunity. Once they take their turn, they'll lose it. Now we can start damaging. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to kill Rey until we kill Ben. So we can just sort of... we just got to keep surviving. That's what it's going to come down to. Slow him down, get a little tenacity out there, get our damage immunity back up. And let's get a stun over there on Ben, why don't we? Very nice. We survived again, lost a little health. We got to take out Rey's almost at half. Alright, we'll just take him out. And then we'll bring the 3 big booms. And just like that, Rey is nothing anymore. Ray does nothing. 66 banners. Very nice. On to the next. Alright. We're bringing in Sith Eternal Emperor. Jeez. And we're going against Malgus. I do not feel 100% comfortable coming in here without Sith Trooper to tank and take all that damage. So I'm just going to bring him just in case. Let's go Link, Revan, and Malgus. I feel like they're going to be the one taking the most turns. So let's see if we can get our ultimate and keep at least maybe one extra troop healthy here. Let's pass this health pack on over to Sith Trooper, the tank. Alright, we're doing good. We're getting somewhere with our ultimate. We're at around 25%. Just going to keep... Oh, 60%. Alright, we're doing really good. Oh, very, very, very good. Let's see if we can keep some alive. 84%. We're almost there. Watan Bor is just tanking it. Alright, let's try and get a turnover to Sith. Allow him to tank. Oh! We got his ultimate, and no one's died yet. Did I speak too soon? Spoke way too soon. Unfortunately, we lost Watan Bor, but we are going to bring down the heavens and take out the two people that I had linked for the insta-kill. Alright, let's take on the next two tanks. There's Sith Trooper, Bachelor Sean. As we might be able to keep our Sith tank here alive. I don't know, but our C doesn't do much damage. He only has his execute, which we gotta wait 5 more turns here, and then he'll do some damage, which beautiful. Just like that. Clean this one up pretty quick, very nice, awesome. Just gonna keep having to zap her to death. This guy really does suck. He needs more damage somewhere in his kit. 16,000 damage from an auto attack with all these nasty debuffs going on. Like, come on, upgrade that. There we go. 64 banners. And I think we got one more team. Who do we got left? Queen Amidala. Let's clean up Queen Amidala. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do not blink, because we got Bane going against Queen Amidala here. I'm going to go nice and slow so we don't miss it. We are going to start with an AoE lightning staff zap. Queen Amidala is going to call in her Queen Maiden to maybe absorb some of the damage that Bane's going to do, but little does Queen Amidala know, she's already dead. She's a dead queen walking. As Bane is going to come in here with his next ability, and he's going to do a magic trick. Make them all disappear. Or make him one shot. But we unfortunately just lost Count Dooku. And now we're just left with Bane. Let's see if we can get this one done with just Bane. I think we did it. I think we were able to barely scratch the surface there. But, alright. 65 banners. Let's go see their backline with their fleets. Let's see what kind of defenses he was able to set with his horrific fleet. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's too easy. Alright. Let's hop into this. Let's go against, let's see how these Tuskens. I was going to bring Watan Bor, but I still have 2 Galactic Legends and Starkiller with JML, Jabba, and this team. So I'm going with my Jabba team here. And we're going to bring in 2 Underman here. That's if we have 2 men in the box for the PK. That's the penalty killing hockey, sorry. And, we're going to see if we can just get as many banners as possible, keeping these guys with full protection and full health. And see if we can maybe get 68 banners from this one. If we can able to pull that one off. Get those thermal detonators out. Keep that protection nice and full. Do a little extra damage. This is going pretty smooth, Are we going to be able to get their contracts up? Nice. Boop, boop. Oh, hold on. One more attack. 67 banners. We're 1 shy. Almost had it. Alright. 2 more teams. Unfortunately, I can't underman the Starkiller because he has this requirement. So we're just going to bring in the full team. And Starkiller, Palpatine, Mara Jade make very quick work of the bugs. We got that tenacity down, allowing us to allow more buffs to stick, which the only buff we really care about is shock. Once we got that shock on the battlefield, it is game over for the bugs. They can't move. Call to assist Palpatine, call to assist Starkiller. It's just a nightmare. You do not want to go against this team if you're a bug. Alright, 65 banners. Very nice. Final team here, we're going against the Great Mothers. I brought in a little bit of an underman here with our JML. So we're going to go with JML, Cal Kestis, and Hermit the Frog. And we're going to see if we can just underman this, getting as many banners as possible, while applying these armor shreds, applying these anti-ability buffs, while working up our JML ult here. But if you can tell, this is not going too smooth so far because they are getting a lot of health. So let's just keep passing our turns over to the Hermit and make sure we're using our special ability here that JML allows us to use. I would like to keep putting them over on the Hermit, the Frog, to make sure that he's just calling to assist every time. I think we're going to start armor shredding Morgan, and then I'm going to execute the Great Mothers. I think that's what we need to be doing here if we want this one to work. Let's make sure we got some... Ooh, Hermit goes down. Alright, let's make sure we're playing this one smart. We're going to auto, and now we have our execute, and we're going to execute the Great Mothers. Alright, there goes all their damage for the rest of the battle here, and we just got to keep applying these armor shreds and working on our ultimate, and then we will be doing a stupid amount of damage, and this one will be washed up. Quick work, nothing to worry about here. Let's just make sure we keep these guys. I still have Doomed over here on Cal Kestis, so I'm going to lose a little extra banners because of his protection levels, but it's already done. Alright, what do we got? 64. Oof. Alright, let's see what we're at before we go to our fleets. We're at... This is going to be close. This is going to be a close one. Don't leave just yet. We got 2 fleet battles. Let's see if we can pull this one out. Alright. We got to make sure we're undermanning these team leaders, getting as much extra banners as possible. I'm bringing them with Leviathan with 1 reinforcement. Hopefully... I brought in the right one, but they're already doing a lot of damage. I'm a little bit scared. I'll be honest. We're going to slow their capital ship down, give a little extra protection on our Malgus ship. Let's do a little AoE here. I think I'm going to want to target the Starfighter. I feel like Anakin's going to be doing a lot of damage, and we don't want that. Let's do the W here, get our health and protection up. Take down his revive. He is under stealth. I should have saved my AoE. Alright. I have 2 plays. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Alright. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I brought in the Mark IV Interceptor to insta-kill. Unfortunately, they're both under stealth. So we're just going to insta-kill no one. We're going to insta-kill no one. That was so stupid. Alright. Let's take out the Starfighter. Let's do a big AoE on the Starfighter. Alright. Let's see if we can disable their fleet here. Get a little extra health protection over there on Malgus. Do a little AoE. Alright. This is going okay. We're going to do another AoE. See if we can get out. Anakin. Speed down. And they got a little extra protection up there. Alright. We gotta make this work. We gotta somehow win this one. We are unable to disable their beds. We have no reinforcements. We're just gonna auto. We got a kill. We got a kill. Let's go after Anakin over here. Get some health up here with our W. And then let's see what our W can do. Alright. We need to take over his capital ship before he calls in the fleet of thermal detonators here. Alright. This is scary. Oh, we have 1 more turn. Alright, this is not good. This is really scary right now. We have to take out this Marauder twice, by the way. Alright, he called in reinforcements. They're going to instantly get disabled, but he did call in Plo Koon, so they are going to have some health and protection back here. We can try and kill Anakin. We got Anakin out. Beautiful. Alright. Let's just try and chip away at these two here. We will be able to take over the capital fleet here. We'll do that. Capital ship. Not the capital ship. What am I even saying? Alright. And now we just got to make quick work over here on the rest of their fleets. Give myself a little extra protection. Get those couple extra banners back. Do some AoEs. Slow them down. Probably should have let them use a term so they had fear, but it's fine. Let's do a mass assist. Beautiful. Another AoE. And now we're left with one. We got to kill this one twice. Got the fear on him. Do extra damage. He's going to get a turn. Nah. Didn't have to kill him twice. Doesn't even want to come back in for a second attack. 74 banners. That is what we need. Alright. One more to go. Let's see what we're at. Oh, it's going to be so close. Here we go. It all comes down to Profundity versus the bugs again. Let's see what we can do here. Let's do some big call to assist. I only brought in one reinforcement, which is the Rogue One, which I do know we got to call in as soon as possible. Thank you. Thank you for all the comments. They're very grateful. They help me, help you make better content. So, alright. Let's see if we can survive the burst here. Barely. Get a little extra protection up, a little extra health up. Get a little call on the Rogue One. Get him in here instantly. And let's get all of the tenacity up. Can we take out anyone? I want to sort of do some damage here. Let's see. Nice. Alright. We do have full protection, full health over there on our tank. This is our tank, who is going to be taking a lot of the damage from here on out, as we need to make quick work of these bugs. These separatist fleets can really do a lot of damage. So let's try and take out. No assist there. All right, let's get extra health out here. Heal him up a little bit. Get tenacity up. Let's see. Can we take out the Starfighter? Took out the Starfighter. All right. They're calling in reinforcements left and right out here. We got to be careful. We lost our Rogue One. Uh-oh, we lost a couple banners. I don't think... let's get our special abilities out there. Who is this again? This is Han's fleet. Alright, let's get rid of their tank. Alright, and we have one ship we have to get rid of. These two are just reinforcements. Those three do not have to die. We only have to get rid of this bug. Let's do the W. Call everyone to assist. Insta-kill. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if that was enough. 69 banners. Was the 70 that we're usually getting. Here we go. Here we go. Close your eyes. Did we do it? We pulled it out. We were able to pull out the victory against BrocJohn, making us 2-0. Going into the championship finals for our grand arena. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for watching the video, and I will see you guys tomorrow with our round 3. Thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Enjoy your snowy day. Bye-bye. All right, pause.